what was I, whom I am, and what is the purpose of this life.
Who am I? What was I? What am I doing? What is my resolution? Look, the whole of the Hindu philosophy, the Hindu, ideology is precisely this. The word dharma that we use, we sometimes mean dharma means religion, means talking about gods and goddesses in heaven, all that. It's not that. They lost the track of their own definition of dharma. Dharma simply says trying to make sense of ourselves and the world we live in, and saying, what am I doing here? I never applied to be born here. What was I? I never applied anywhere. I don't remember, and I'm here. And I did that at Ernst & Young. I said, you are born, you're held upside down, you're naked and shuddering, and they smack you on your bottom. And the story begins. So I didn't ask to be born. What is it? So making sense of the human condition, exactly what Madan Bhai asked. Who am I? What am I doing here? What is going? What is the resolution? This is the inquiry of dharma. This is the real definition of the word dharma. So he's asking me, what is dharma? That is what he's asking me, using his own vocabulary. But that's what he's saying. What is this all about? Who am I? What am I doing here? What's the future? This particular is the journey of Hinduism. This is the genuine journey of Hinduism. Gods and goddesses came as a ploy, as a way of resolving your thing. If it works or doesn't work is your issue. But you use it as a tool. But to make sense of your human condition was the aim of dharma. So the answer is this. I'm giving a blunt answer to a blunt question. You are not what you think you are. You are not what you see in the mirror. You are what Vijay just said. You are the spirit. So you are not what you think you are. I said, but then how do I start? I can only start by what I think I am. And he's saying, no, you are not that. So he's really taken the stool from underneath me and I'll fall down now. How do I start my journey? He says, you are not what you think you are. Now this is, if you like, experiential religion. This is where religion begins. And I keep repeating this and I love it. This question arose in the ancient sage Kapil in ancient India. And Kapil was asking the same thing. What the heck is, who am I? What is this? What is this all about? And he said, let me suss it out. Let me go inward. Not by looking at the world outside and making sense of the world outside, but actually, what is my nature? What is my essential character, nature? So he's saying, who am I? That's what Kapil decided to do. Look, the first person who is the foundation of Hinduism, in fact, whole of Hinduism is based on Kapil. He's the master of everybody. Not Vishwamitra Vashi, Kapil is the master. So Kapil decided to suss out this answer of this question, who am I? What am I doing? What the heck is all this? And he said, let me start searching within and say who, because you see, we don't realize we have so many layers to ourselves. For example, there is a layer of the mind, which makes sense of the world that I live in. And in the mind, there is a special faculty we have, which is called buddhi, which means it's kind of like to put things into little boxes and link up all the boxes, called your determining faculty, your buddhi. So Kapil said, let me try and look inward to start analyzing myself, my body, my mind, my intellect, what is all this, and what is my true nature? So the journey went inward. So he started analyzing his own being. You can do that by introspection. You can just sit quietly and look inward and try and think for yourself, this is my mind, these are the vagaries of my mind, all these emotions I possess, all the thought processes I have, they kind of take me on a ride. And you say, no, but behind that, there's this intellect that kind of puts things in boxes and intellect and evaluates them. Let me think about the boxing feature that I possess, the determining faculty. What is that? My intellect. Oh, what is behind the intellect? Oh, there is something called ahankar, if you like, ego, that kind of holds all these masses together. My mind, my body, my mind, my intellect is encased in something we can call ego. So he's trying to analyze. And the process, in a way, results in the beginning of Hinduism. That's how Hinduism started. Same inquiry. Look, who the heck am I? What is my real nature? And this is the most beautiful part of Hindu philosophy. This is the heart of Hinduism, modern and ancient. This journey of looking inward, analyzing your inner structure, your mind, your intellect, your ego, and going beyond it is where we hit the jackpot. So what happens with Kapil is this. He goes into deep meditation, and for the first time in the history of humanity, this is what I suspect is true. I think it's really literally true. First time in the history of humanity, one individual transcends or rises above the idea that I am the body and the mind or the intellect, on the ego. He rises above it. First time somebody is freed from this very limited vision regarding what is our true nature. So he rises above it. And what a marvelous experience. Do you know how the experience is? You say, first time I'm freed of all the shackles. The body is a shackle, it's kind of capturing here, it's me like this. The body is a nuisance, it's an external thing that's kind of holding me in, like a prison. The mind that I was so comfortable with was making sense of the world. That too was kind of limiting my real kind of potency, my real power. It was holding me down. In my intellect, the locus of my intellect is the level I can understand the universe. And that was peanuts. And ego, is fluff. He rises above the body, the mind, the ego. And there he discovers his true nature. I am the spirit. This is the beginning of Hinduism. The word he used was not Atman or spirit. The word he used was Purush. Now the Purush doesn't mean man, it means the spirit. He said, I am the spirit and everything I encounter is Prakriti. This is how we define the world. Purush and Prakriti. This is the beginning of Hindu philosophy. The most ancient philosophy the world ever saw, where it was not intellectual, experiential. Before Kapil, Hinduism was purely materialistic. The Nyaya Vaisheshika philosophy of Hinduism said, oh, we are made of atoms, just like Richard Dawkins. It's just atomism. And first time, we are not matter, we are not byproduct of matter. Because before it, Hinduism was materialistic. With Kapil comes spirituality. First time, first human being saying, I am not the body, not the mind, not the ego. And it's not some airy-fairy, dreamy world. I am the spirit. And that experience is so dynamic, so dramatic. This is the beginning of Hinduism, Purusha and Prakriti. And that's a lovely story. When Kapil discovered this marvelous, knowledge, he's now not a different, he's a different man. He's broken free from all shackles. And when Kapil goes through this period of breaking, do you know what he does? This is the beauty of Hinduism, very color, very nice and sweet. And his first disciple, this Kapil said, I must teach this to somebody. This is the beauty of Hinduism. Here is a young man who is vibrant with the spirit. Look, when you experience God or experience spirit, you are no longer normal, you are abnormal, you are dangerous. And he wants to, like Saint Buddha, when Buddha became enlightened, he wanted to pass it on. Who is near me? I'll give it to them. So Kapil looked around, and he found his first disciple. It's a sweet story. His mother. He said, Mother, you give me birth, I'll give you spiritual birth. Mother, you are not what you think you are. You are neither the body, nor the mind, nor the intellect, nor the ego. You are the spirit. You are Purush. And everything you experience is secondary, including your body, your mind are secondary. You are the spirit. So this is the beginning of Hinduism. This is the start of Hinduism. After that, this is the Sankhya darshan of Hindus, and then it evolved into the Vedanta philosophies. Initially it was Purusha and Prakriti, and then the words became Brahman, Atman and Maya.